Shalom. I start off this lesson by saying Ka Halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Double honors and blessings to the Apostle of Great Millstone and to the hopeful elect pushing his word and sincerity across the four corners of the earth. I'm going to title this lesson Jacob's Trouble. So as you can see, everything is speeding up, prophecies are being, unfolded before your eyes, if you can see. If your eyes have been open to see, especially the chip. And Apostle Tahar named this year the year of Karagma, right? So yeah, that's what's happening. It's being pushed around the earth, and it's coming to America. It's coming to America very, very soon. Very, very soon. So that's like, everyone's, all the brothers are pushing for it. It's like, yeah, let's push this. Like, let the ship come, let the ship come, because, the sooner the ship comes, the sooner you're getting to the end. But before that can happen, other things need to happen before that. Other prophecies need to be unfolded before that, right? And Jacob's trouble is one of them. Because you can see, now there was, I don't remember the exact day, but there was, I think, a shooting in New Jersey. And they claimed this individual was a part of the Black Hebrew Israelite movement. You like to say Black Hebrew Israelites when Hebrews, we're not all the color. First of all, not black. First of all, right? That term was created. Second of all, we're brown. Third of all, you're saying that the way they're basically categorizing, or as a almost like a terrorist group, which is what's going to happen anyways. We're going to start saying we're terrorists, and that's just what it is, right? But that's the start off. You see this guy. I don't know. I have no idea which group he's a part of. Which I have no idea. I just know that they had him dressed in. Apparently, he was wearing a garment with fringes, and he went in and shot up the. I think it was a synagogue, I believe. Like, I don't know. I don't have 100% all the information. I'm just going based on what I remember. I remember brothers were talking about it, but I just know that they're just trying to paint a picture with that individual with all the brothers, that we're all like this. So we have to be categorized as terrorists. So now we have to be physical against them. It's just a build up to what's going to happen later down the road in Jacob's trouble, right? So I'm going to start off at Jeremiah 30 and start off at 1. The word that came to Jeremiah from the Lord, saying, Thus speaketh the Lord, power of Israel, saying, Write thee all the words that I have spoken unto thee in a book. So obviously the book is talking about the Bible. For lo, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will bring again the captivity of my people. So, captivity. Now, if you don't know what this word means, the word captivity in the Hebrew, shavuth, imprisonment, enslaved, right? Being locked up. And he says, what's I saying right here, that I will bring again the captivity of my people. So you see, he's bringing it again. He already took them out of Israel. Sorry, Slaki. He already took them out of Egypt, right? They're captives there. Took them out of Egypt. He said, I'm going to bring it again, right? So we're captives right now, right? Power of Israel. So I'll read it again. For lo, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will bring again the captivity of my people, Israel and Judah, saith the Lord. So he's going to bring it back again, okay? And I will cause them to return to the land that I gave to their fathers. So he said, I will cause them to return to the land that he gave to their fathers. So how is he going to cause, Israel to go back to the land that he gave to their fathers? How is he going to do that? He's just going to snap his fingers or just going to appear in the land? I mean, he could do that if he really wanted to, but that's not how he's going to do it. It's in the book how he's going to do it, right? Jacob's trouble has to happen for that to happen. A lot of things have to happen in between to get to the end before we can end up back in the land. Okay? So I'll read it again. For lo, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will bring again the captivity of my people Israel and Judah, saith the Lord, and I'll cause them to return to a land that I gave to their fathers, and they shall possess it. Verse 4. And these are the words that the Lord spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah. For thus saith the Lord, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. I wonder who that is. Right? I know Yahweh Shai is not about peace. He is a voice, of trembling and of fear. It's definitely not of peace. Everyone thinks he's of peace. These Christians have been the churches saying, oh yeah, they call him Jesus Christ. That's what they want to call him. That's not even the same person. But they're saying he's a man of love, and and he is. He is. Right? They have half of it. But he's also a man of fear, of trembling. He's not bringing peace. I can tell you that much. He's not bringing any peace. It's not of peace. When he comes back, he's not coming of peace. So that's what they're talking about. We're talking about when he comes back, he's going to be of love and hope. Yes, he will be. That's funny. They are right, but not for them. The love is not for them. They're the heathens. The love is not for these heathens, not even for the 2/3. At this point, the 2/3 might as well call them heathens. They're still of Israel, right? Because they need to be resetted, which is why they need to be burned in the spiritual cleansing agent, which is the fire. But, right now they're the heathens, right? But he is coming for Israel, but not Israel, not all of Israel. But at the same time, he is coming for Israel. He's coming for the elect, right? But him being a power, he's not coming of peace, because he's not coming of peace for the world, right? He's coming for peace for the elect, right? Right. So everyone else is not getting that peace. They're getting the trembling and the fear, right? Right. But the elect are getting the love and the hope. That's what they're getting, because of the work that they've been putting in, So they're getting the love and the hope, but the world is getting the trembling and the fear, right? I continue. Ask ye now, and see whether a man doth travail with child. So a man travail with child. Obviously, a man can't travail with child, right? Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins? So every man with the hands on the loins, basically their hands are on their jewels, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. So all faces, they're acting like, so basically he's seeing that every man has their hands on their loins, acting as if a woman is going to labor, right? And their faces are pale because of what's happening, right? Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So he is Israel, and they go further as elect. For it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck, and will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him. But they shall serve the Lord their power, and David their king, whom I will raise up unto them. So, if you don't know who David is, you can receive it. David is Yahweh Shai in reincarnation. Okay? Which is why we're going to, serve our power, Yahweh, and our Lord, Yahweh Shai, our King, King of Kings, Lord of Lords. So that was that on that. I wanted to move to Daniel. And Jacob's trouble's coming. And it's coming very, very soon to a city near you. They're sitting near you. And these, 2/3, or you just call them heathens, because, the heathens are, they have to go. It's not that simple. But the 2/3 is just like, you guys, you are of a holy mountain, right? You are holy people. It's like seeing, to explain it, it's like seeing, let's say, like seeing, like, if you want to explain it to people in the world, right? Really, it's just for the like. But for example, like seeing LeBron, and he is on the top. He's in NBA. He's beating everybody, right? And he's doing this thing for years and years and years and years and years and years. And all of a sudden, he has, fallen, so to speak, right, from his fame, and now he's over here playing basketball in what do you want to call those street basketball, the street courts, and that's where he's doing for money, pickup games. He's like, man, you used to be like the king, like you're like the guy, like you're like a so-called god in basketball, and now this is what you're doing. Like, what did you do? Like, what happened? Right? And he's probably just like, oh, I didn't follow the rules. I went against the powers that be. Like, we're talking about basketball, the powers that be. I didn't do what I was supposed to do. I didn't follow. Like, he didn't do what he was supposed to do, and now all of a sudden this is where he is. But he knows what he's supposed to do. He knows what he's supposed to do, but he just didn't do it. So he was like, I like this way better. Look what happened. Now he's there. Now this is an example. Obviously LeBron's not there, but it's an example I'm going to use as Israel, right? Right. They're the Lord's holy mountain, and then they didn't follow the rules. They broke the rules. They went off, because they're supposed to go off, but they went off, and look where they are. So then you have the elect, the men that are in the highways and byways making their videos, trying to tell them, hey, this is who you are. You are of a holy people, 12 tribes, right? This is what you can get. This is what's waiting for you. You just need to do these things. Stop being wicked, right? Follow the rules that are in you. These are the rules that you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be following. Follow them. But they're like, that's too hard. I don't want to do that. Because like I was talking about it before, the captivity. And we were talking about this in I think in camp. In camp, we were talking about this yesterday. That it's like Stockholm syndrome. They've been so they accepted the ways of their oppressor. Right? First, now they're just brainwashed. Now they're just like, yeah, no, this is good. I like this. This is the way it's supposed to be. I like eating my pork. I like getting my lineups. I like sleeping around. I like sleeping with my boys' women. I like all this stuff, right? That's a whole different conversation. But the point is that, we were holy people, right? And look where we've fallen. But through the elect, all of Israel will be saved through the elect. So let me go to Isaiah. Daniel. So Daniel 12:1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people. So thy people, children of thy people of Israel. And there shall be a time of trouble. So Jacob's trouble. Such as never was since there was a nation even to that same time. Jeez. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. So it even says again, there will be Jacob's trouble, right? But they will be delivered. But at the same time, They're not all going to be delivered, right? Because the 2/3 have to go. The 2/3 have to go. Right? They're not going to be saved. They're like I just explained. I was just talking. They have to go. They're just the heathens right now. Just call them heathens because they're all heathens. They have to go. They're not going to be saved. The elect are going to be saved. You know, Lord willing, I'm one of the elect. But the hope is that, you know, you're one of the elect and you'll be saved by doing the work. So that's why we have to keep doing the work every day diligently, praising Yahweh Hashem Yel Shai, and follow the rules and commandments. And even still hope that you'll be saved. You've been called but not chosen, right? But we're talking about the people, the men that are being talked about right now as the elect, right? But the rest, the 2/3, will be saved through the elect because they'll come back in reincarnation, right? And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake. So the dead, right? Many of them that sleep in the dust, so the dead. Some to everlasting life, which is the elect. They're the ones that are going to wake up to everlasting life. And some to shame and everlasting contempt. So contempt, if you want to look at that word, is deraon. So contempt is basically abhorrence, right? A feeling of repulsion, disgusted, loathing. So they're just disgusting themselves. Because what's going to happen is that they're going to get their memories back. And they're going to remember, well, one, they're going to know who they actually are. Two, they're going to see all the sins that they've, you know, committed. And realize that these men, you know, the elect, that have been sitting there, that have been standing there on the corners, highways and byways, making these videos, people that they've been saying you're weird because you're wearing your garments, or you don't shave your beard, you don't get lineups, you know, why don't you go to clubs, why don't you eat this food? Those men that they've been, you know, slandering, right, are the holy men, the elect. Those are the elect. Right? And they told you they told you the truth at one point and you didn't listen to them. You probably call them like you're crazy, whatever. And those are the elect. All right? So they're going to wake up to everlasting shame and contempt. It's heavy. It's because it says some to everlasting life. Not everyone's going to get the everlasting life. Right? And they that be wise, so the wise men, or the watchmen, or the fishermen, the elect, shall shine as the brightness of the firmament. And they that turn many to righteousness as the stars forever and ever. So we're going to move to Isaiah 65 and 11. Okay, Isaiah 65 and 11. But ye are they that forsake the Lord, that forget my holy mountain. So the holy mountain is Israel, right? And so right now he's talking about the people that forsake the Lord and forgot about the holy mountain of Israel, okay? That prepare a table for that troop and that furnish the drink offering unto that number. So right now, talking about the 2/3, right? 2/3 of Israel. Therefore will I number you to the sword. So number, I'm going to look at that word. Number is mana, right? To count, reckon, number, assign, tell, appoint, prepare, right? So I will appoint you, prepare you, right? To the sword. So the sword is Esau. Esau's a sword. That's his gift. That's his blessing, is a sword. So the 2/3 are going to be so-called, even you want to think of it, they're being prepared for the slaughter to the sword. So the sword's coming for the 2/3 in Jacob's trouble. So you guys you Jakes that think you can hide, you know, get all your guns, you know, in your gang, start preparing practicing shooting. You know, I'm gonna do this, or I'm gonna, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter what you do. You're already being prepared for it to be slaughtered, right? And Esau's gonna do it. Because you think Esau's showing you all his weapons he has? He's probably showing you like a fraction of them, right? In all these movies that you see where you see these crazy high-tech weapons, that's Esau basically giving you the, think of it as the big brother giving you the hand-me-downs. It's like, yeah, here you go. I'm already done with this. I got something newer, right? They already have those stuff. And they have better versions of those. Right? Why else would they be showing it to you? You think they're going to be showing you all their cards? Unless they've already had something better than that. Right? So, like, you think that, if it says here that you're going to be numbered, that it says, therefore will I number you to the sword. And ye shall all bow down to the slaughter. So you're going to bow down to the slaughter because you won't be able to do anything about it. You won't be able to do a single thing. A single thing. We haven't even talked about the cops. Right? That's the biggest army. Or sorry, the biggest gang. Right? You haven't talked about them. You got the army. And you got the navy. Right? Then you have the jets. Then you have these drones. And you have all these weapons. All of these weapons. And you think that you're going to be able to fight against them? 2/3. You think you're going to be able to fight against them? Okay. Because when I called, he did not answer. So he called. And you know who he called through? The elect. Because the elect went and told you, hey, this is what's going on. This is who you are. You know, repent. You know, start doing right. Start being right. Start doing the right things. And you're like, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna keep smoking my weed. I'm gonna keep, I'm gonna get these tattoos. I'm gonna do, you know what I mean? And yeah, so I mean, you have yourself to blame. You had a chance. You had a chance. Shlake, because when I called, you did not answer. When I spake, you did not hear. When you talked, you didn't hear. You didn't listen. But did evil before my eyes. So when he called you and talked to you, you did not hear. He's like, you did the opposite. He's like, yeah, I'm just gonna do the evil thing. I'm gonna do the wicked thing. I see you're talking to me, but I'm just gonna go do this wicked thing right here, right? And did choose that wherein I delighted not. So he chose the things that he delighted not. All the wicked abominations, the fornications, the adultery, not keeping the Sabbath, eating pork, all these things, You did the opposite, right? Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, behold, my servants shall eat. So his servants, the elect. But ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink. But ye shall be thirsty. Right? So I'm going to stop here. And I'm going to jump to Daniel real quick. Right. Trying to see where I was at. Okay. Okay, yes. So I'll start at 13 again. Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Okay? So, why do you think the elect will be rejoicing? Like, why do you think they're going to be rejoicing? Okay, this is why I wanted to bring up Daniel. So, Daniel 12:2. And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt. So, when the elect, awake, you don't think of it, they awake because they're being released from these, we're being released, Lord willing, one of the elect, but we're being released from these, bodies of chains of darkness, right? We're being released to everlasting life. Okay? So, of course, we're going to rejoice to that. We get a crown over our heads. Yeah, we're going to rejoice in everlasting life, right? You know, our bodies finally be changed. We get the spiritual bodies, spiritual powers. Yeah, we're going to be rejoicing. Get the crown of life. Never die. The corruptible turn into the incorruptible, right? And also, you're going to go back to Isaiah 65 and 13. My servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. So at the same time, because they're going to also rejoice also when Yahushua comes back, right? Yahushua comes back and he's just destroying everything, just slaughtering everything. These people here on this planet think they can fight back against them. We're going to rejoice. I'm going to be clapping. I'm going to be crying. Yes, he's here. We're going to be rejoicing. So also going to be rejoicing for that too. And if you look at it again, right? Go to right there. So go to 65 or 13. But ye shall be ashamed. So you're going to be ashamed, one, right? When Yahushua comes, you're going to be ashamed because you're going to realize that those were the elect. Those were the men. They're telling you the truth. We were telling you the truth. And you're going to be ashamed at the fact that you probably spat on us, probably beat us, probably served us unto Esau, you know, because some of us are going to die. You know, some of us are going to die. Probably disowned us, kicked us out, you know, just turn against us, right? And also, you're going to be ashamed because when you come back, you know, in the reincarnation, when you come back, you're going to realize that even further because you're going to get your memories back, right? And you're going to realize, oh, wow. First, you're going to see all the things that you've done, right? All the things that you committed, and all the stuff you've done against the men of the elect. So you're going to be ashamed again, on top of it, right? So, yeah, it's heavy, right? That was the point. I did kind of open other doors, but basically the point was that Jacob's trouble's coming, and you know, 2/3 can't really do anything about it, right? Or the heathens, really, just all of you the heathens, but you can't do anything about it. It's coming to a city near you, and you know, if you're aware, you can see what's happening. You know, presidents, countries, ICBM missiles, all this stuff. If you can put everything together, if you know the Most High wants you to be able to put everything together, you can see what's happening. It's coming very, 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 very soon, right? Now, you know, the end part is getting the chip, and then what happens after that. But the point is that Jacob's trouble's coming, you know, and you're not safe. You know, 2/3 is coming for you. So, you know, you might as well enjoy this kingdom that you're in right now. This is your kingdom. That's why you guys are, you know, you're not listening. You do whatever you want. But we're still going to tell you the truth because that's our job. We still have to tell you what's going to happen. Whether you listen or not, that's not really our choice, right? We're just messengers, right? I'll close out by saying, Kal Halal Yahweh, Ba'Hashem Yahushai, Ba'Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the Apostle of the Great Mist Zone and to the hopeful elect pushing his word and sincerity across the 2 corners of the earth. Death and destruction to his wicked kingdom. Shalom.